Welcome back to chapter 32, and we're at part 4. Oh, you'll notice the little boxes appeared. You can click on that and be taken to the God Consciousness Project website, where you can get the book, God Consciousness, written directly by God. You can get the book for free. You can also buy the book from the website as well if you want to. And let's get started. Here we go. Now, this state already exists, or rather does not exist. That is what is so perplexing and mysterious about me and my true nature. That is why I want you to know me and why I've set all this up. When you can see me clearly in all things while you exist, then I know myself and I am relieved by this cognition of self, just as you are. Call this a God thing if you want. I know that this might sound strange to you, but there it is. I am so convinced about how much you will enjoy dying. Sure, you may have some natural resistance to death. After all, there is the survival instinct to journey through. But once you get so far, then death is inevitable and cannot be held back for long. Death comes and you are gone, at least from the body you are in. But as it turns out, and death reveals this to you, you are not really in the body at all. Surprise, surprise! And to the degree that you have focused on me during your life, you will have this revealing glimpse of some of the mystery that makes up the intersection of the physical and the non-physical. By continually bringing your awareness to me, you will develop a habituation of focusing your awareness on me, and this helps an awe-filled lot at the time of transition from your physical body into and out of dying. As I have mentioned before, death is really another variety of life itself. In one sense of it all, being alive is like being dead, and being dead is like being alive. Some of you go through your life like you are dead already. Some of you pay no attention to what is going on at all. You don't seem to have a clue. No reverence and no moments of awe. But that isn't really true either. It is very easy to judge the life of another person, isn't it? There are many examples of people who seem to be wasting the precious gift of life and only seem to wallow in superficial pursuits and are willfully ignorant. When death comes to them, then they will have a chance to wake up and see what they have been missing. It often comes as quite a shock to some people to wake up in death and be born in death and actually come alive when they die and see that the life they have just left was more like being dead to them, and that at last in death they have come to life, have returned to the land of the living. Strange, eh? Well, with so much free will, you get to do what you want, really. Certainly it is true that if you desire to end your life, you can. My suggestion to you is that you stick it out if you can bear to. I know that for some of you, life can be really unpleasant. You can feel very unhappy. I know this. And I know that for some of you, life is grotesque, with much physical and perhaps mental suffering, and the idea of leaving, of dying, is much more appealing than staying alive in your current human body. If you kill yourself, if you kill your body, you will still be stuck with your awareness. So we are here together at the beginning of your life and death, and you need to know some things about being dead, which really is another state of life anyway, except you are no longer in the body you are currently in. That body is dead and is going to be used as some sort of compost, either left to rot where it fell or where it is buried, or if it is burned up, or whatever freaky-deaky ending you end up having. Many of you have questions you would like answered about the reality of your situation. I get many highly curious inquiries about karma, retribution, vengeance, duality, the meaning of life, why bad people seem to prosper, what good does it do to be good when it doesn't seem to make any difference at all, and bad people take advantage of you when you are good, and so on and so forth. Look, this life you have is precious. It is a time to get to know yourself and get to know me, so that when you die, and you will die, you can take that hopefully intimate relationship to the next level. Put it this way, if you pay attention to me while you are in this life, then you and I will be ready for a deeper commitment to each other, if you know what I mean. I have heard some resources who work through me comment that you are not in need of completion, that you are not needing to catch up to me, and that you are already a wonderful and completed being, and so forth. This is only true in the sense that you are me and I am you. Believe me, you still have a lot of work to do. That is why you are here. Really here. I cannot emphasize enough how important your life is to me. Every bit of life is important to me. I am every bit of life, so it is all important to me. Did you know that there are beings who live on other planets, in other star systems, in other galaxies? It is true. And yes, they have been visiting your planet, and yes, they have been watching your species change over time. And yes, some of these beings are not very nice, and some are, and some are like you lot, somewhere in the middle. I want you to understand that you are not the only experiment of life, of me. We have been busy a long, long time. We are extremely accomplished at what we do together. And what we do is create over and over, again and again. Some of what we do works out very well, and some of it just ends in a big mess. There is much destruction and starting over. But life and I just don't care about all that, because it doesn't matter very much, does it? And that is where you get that ironical sense of the smallness of your own little bit of existence. You actually have the ability to look around and see how small you are in comparison to the parts you can notice out there, way out there. Many of you reading this book or hearing this book are aware, sometimes, about how frail you are, how easily damaged and or destroyed you can be. Life is precious and brief, and many of you know how quickly your life can or could be snuffed out. Okay, that's the end of part 4 of chapter 32, and that box has popped up again on your screen, and the box you can click on and be taken directly to the God Consciousness Project website, where you can get the entire book for free, or you can buy the book. It's your choice. And so many other It's all free there. You can use the website to your heart's content. And come on back for part 5. Okay. See you next time.